Yo, what up guys, long time no see, it's OPTCG Daniel, back at it again with a deck profile video. So today we're gonna do the famous or infamous Trafalgar Law, red-purple, activate main, Dawn -3, place up to one of your opponent's characters with 3000 power or less at the bottom of the owner's deck, and play up to one character with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So yeah, it's really just shambles. You all should know this leader. It's gonna be one of the top leaders, of course, and yeah, if you watch my how to play Law video, then you know. I'll put it up on the screen if you still want to see it. But yeah, let's go right into deck profile. For our 1 cost, we only play 2 raise maxes. So yeah, raise max is just here. Activate main, you may place this character at the bottom of the owner's deck. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power during this turn. So you wanna lower them for your leader ability and a 1 cost, so yeah, always safe. Then you play 4 times Gordon. Gordon does the same, so if you cannot get 4 Gordons, just play 2 Gordons and 4 raise maxes, etc, etc. But yeah, they do exactly the same. 6 is enough. If you play more than 6, you will definitely brick. Then for our 2 costs, we play 4 times Sanji. Ignore the sleeves, they are from my main deck. I haven't played this deck in real life yet, but I did on the sim. So yeah, this is just a 2k counter, but also for NL, if they starve you, you can just use this to take your own life, so they cannot Gedatsu your 4 costs or whatever. So this is just for the NL matchup. Then for our 3 costs, we play 2 times Chopper. So Chopper is here because it's a 3 cost blocker, Dawn 2 when attacking. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power during this turn. So yeah, just a blocker you can play in your 3 Dawn turn. You can swing with it if you want to. You can do minus, and you can just shambles. Then for our other 3 costs, we play 3 times Zoro. Zoro is one of the best rushers, so of course you play it. It's a 3 cost, a 5k, so you can play it with your leader ability. Then we go into the 4 costs, we play 2 times Beppo. Beppo is probably one of the best targets, also with Sachi Penguin. On play, when attacking, if your opponent has more Dawn cards than you on the field, add up to 1 Dawn deck from your Dawn deck and set it as rested. So you want to use it for the ramp. And they have to remove this card if else you will just ramp up. So it's also a pseudo blocker or something. Then for our 4 costs, more of our 4 costs, we play of course 4 times Sachi Penguin. On play, if you have 3 or less Dawn cards on your field, add up to 2 Dawn cards from your Dawn deck and set it as active. As rested, sorry. You put them as rested. So if you are at your 4 Dawn turn, use the fact you play this, you get 3 Dawns back. If you have 3 Dawns. Easy. Then for our other 4 costs, we play 4 times Ain. Yeah, on play, add up to 1 Dawn deck from your Dawn deck and rest it. So you just ramp, of course, you don't want to fall behind in all the Dawns. Then for our other 4 costs, our finisher, we play 4 times Kid and a Killer. It's a rusher when attacking. If your opponent has 2 or less life cards, this character gains 2000 power during this turn. So if you play it, you can swing for 7, but if you have Dawns, you can swing for 9s, which is usually the game ender for this deck. So yeah, be aggressive with this card. Then for our other 4 costs, we play, of course, 4 times Finn, Smoke, Reiju. 2 big reasons why you play her. It's draw effect. Okay, 1 reason. On play, if the number of Dawn on the field is less than your opponent's, draw 2 cards if you have 5 or less in hand. So you can play this, draw. You want to see this card. If you don't see this card, you will have an empty hand because you will use a lot of hand cards. So you really just want to find this, play this whenever you can to draw more cards, because you will die with a low hand size. Then for other 4 costs, we play 4 times Bon Clay, or Mr. 2 Bon Kure Bentham. Really good card. On play, add up to 1 Dawn deck from your Dawn deck and set it as active. When attacking, select up to one of your opponent's characters. This character gains the base attack for the entire turn. So if they have a 10 cost Doffy, you just swing, it becomes 10k, easy, stuff like that. So it copies the attack, and your opponent's turn is just a 1000 power, of course, but still use this to ramp up. Then for our 5 costs, we only play 3 times Queen. So Queen is here if you don't see the Reiju. Blocker on play, Don -1. Draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. Really good. So your perfect play is just to do on your 6 Don turns, or 7, depends on what you have. If you're at your 6 Dons, you play a 5 cost, you play a raise max, you raise max, use leader ability, and then you can just play a, how do you call it, a Mr. 2, you can play a such a Pingwing, a Beppo, or a Reiju. So that's basically your entire best combo that you can do. And then if you have this card, of course, you can play this. And I played Clay if you don't minus something, and then you just get 2 active Dons, so you can swing for 7. So you can do some really good stuff with this deck, or with the combos. Just watch my video. I don't really have a lot to talk about Law since I made a lot of deck profiles on it. But yeah, then for our new addition from the OP07, we play 4 times Blocker Sanji. Already got it on alt art, because I'm gonna play it in Purple Luffy. If the number of Don cards on your field is less than 2 than your opponent, this card becomes -3 in your hand. So if you have 2 or less Dons on your opponent, it becomes a 3 cost, 6k blocker. It's just a blocker and a 2k counter. So yeah, nothing to lose. Really good card. And you will definitely be behind in Don, so this is basically just a 3 cost for free and a big blocker. Then for our last card, we play 3 times Ace. So like I said, this card is really good in the mirror match, and I will expect a lot of mirror matches, of course. You can maybe play Ein, the 7 cost, instead of this 3 if you have a lot of NLs or some other big body decks that are really hard to remove, because our difficult target is 7k and higher. If it's 6k, we can easily bottom deck it, but 7k is our Wolf's Bane, or however you say that. But yeah, at your 6 on turns, you play a 5 cost, a raise max, leader ability, play a Reiju, a Clay, a such a Pingwing, or a Bear dude, forgot his name. The Bear. But if you're at 7 Don, you just play this leader ability and then play 4 cost. And that's it. Not really a lot to talk about. This leader you guys will definitely see a lot of, because it's the best deck. Well, it's in the top 3 the best decks. I think Black Hero Luffy is the best deck in this format. But yeah, if you guys like this profile, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want to see more content, subscribe. And definitely watch my how to play Law. It's kinda outdated, but still the same things apply. And yeah, quick video on Law.